Okay. Hello, hello, hello. Boop. Boop. And... Bam. Okay. Get that yawn out of here. Okay. We got a little bit of time before I gotta head out. So... let's continue where we left off. We're in the middle of an investigation over the deaths of Hiyoko and Ibuki. And we just finished watching the worst movie of all time. So let's continue our interview, and we actually may make it to the trial by that time. We'll see what happens. Hey. So, I think we should talk to Nagito and then go from there and see what happens. So, after watching the movie, you get it now, right? That the case this time is an imitation murder. Just like he said, the characters who were killed in the movie match the victims in this case. Yuki's death by hanging matched the Scarecrow's death in the movie. Not just that, but Hyoko's suspended body matches the lion's death too. But it would have been a complete imitation if the killer killed 3 people, but it seems that was impossible. Perhaps the killer is upset about that right now. Or if the killer's main goal was just an imitation murder, they should be upset about it. But I'm not sure if that's even true. Okay, let's see. So we can leave. So we had to visit 3 places if I remember. Okay, yes, okay, so the theater, the hospital, we already visited the hospital and the motel. So let's head on over to the next stop. Not Electric Avenue, we have no need for you. Let's visit the motel. See if there's anything of interest there for us. Oh man. I just remembered. I never did go inside any of the rooms in the motel. Plus, I don't even know where Hyoko's room is. So let's do a quick... I don't know if there was an issue with audio in the first place, but just in case, if there was an issue, it's now solved. It might be faster to just ask someone. Okay, let's ask Gundam. I feel like he's gonna be weird about it, but I think we should still ask him regardless. You're here, right? Come on out. Huh? Wait, are you talking to me? I can see you. Did you really think you could hide your presence like that? I wasn't even trying to hide in the first place. Hey, which room was Hyoko staying in?
Listen well.
Open the door to the center room. However, are you prepared? Make sure you pray to whatever god you hold dear. And you might want to bring an extra pair of underwear. You might soil yourself. Oh my! You're saying I may soil myself, my good lad. I wonder, how does this guy talk to his parents and teachers? I hope the god he talks the same, otherwise that's such a bummer.
Right.
Hey, Hajime, can you explain it to me again? What happened when you first discovered Ibuki's body? Oh, well, it was the same as when I found it with you guys. Ibuki's body was hanging from the baton lighting. However, there was no body discovery announcement made. That's why I went to get you guys. I met up with Chiaki at this motel, and when we were about to go back to the music venue...
I get it.
You met up with Mikan and me. And when we went back to the music venue, the entrance door wouldn't open for some reason.
I see.
So we had no choice but to break down the door, and discovered Hyoko's body was suddenly there too. Yeah, that's what happened.
Hey,
This is the most important part. When you arrived at the motel, who else saw you besides Chiaki? As I recall... Didn't you hear me? I found a body. Body? So Monami and Gundam... Oh! no. I fucking knew it. Oh no. Oh, I knew to suspect him. I knew it was weird. I knew he was acting strange, and yet... Fuck, I tried to fight it. I tried to deny it. Could it be? Do you intend to spread lies, like Nagito, in order to confuse us all? Besides Chiaki, I also saw Gundam and Monami.
I see.
So, Kazuichi and Sanya didn't appear, huh? Do you think those two are suspicious?
Like...
Well, Hyoko was killed. Between the time you saw Ibuki's body and when we broke down the door, right? So obviously these two are the most suspicious since they weren't with us. That might be it, but... Oh, excuse my yawnings. While we're at it, let me tell you my alibi too. Oh, I wasn't downing you for a second, my good man Fuyuhiko. I think we're best friends now. You're probably my favorite male character next to Gundam. I really love the 180 you did. I think you're a great guy now. I don't really need an alibi, but I'll appreciate one nonetheless. When the morning Monokuma announcement woke me up, I went straight to the hospital. I saw Mikan panicking in front of the hospital. I asked her what's going on, and she said Ibuki disappeared. So, you guys split up and looked for Ibuki, huh?
Well, yeah.
While we were circling the island, we came to the motel and saw you guys there. Did you see anyone else while you circled the island?
Well,
No. We went to the movie theater and that street full of machines to look for Ibuki, but we didn't see anything. Are you implying I don't have an alibi because I didn't run into anyone? It's unreasonable for you to doubt me. The time that Mikan and I were out on our own looking for Ibuki wasn't very long. In that short time, there's no way I could have killed Hyoko and wrapped her around the pillow with duct tape. It's true. I feel like there wasn't enough time to do that after I left the music venue. But the fact is, Hyoko was killed. And we did discover her body.
huh?
What? Do you still doubt me?
Jeez.
Well, I'm used to it. It's true I've done things that I deserve to be doubted for. So don't worry. Even if you doubt me, I don't plan on dismembering you and encasing you in concrete. Oh! I want to know in advance what I'd have to do to end up like that. See, we got a bit of a jokester over here. Always popping those jokes. They're a little off the cuff, but you know, everyone has their own different sense of comedy. Looks like it's locked, but the key was inside her kimono, so maybe if I use this... It opened! Just as I thought. This key was Hyoko's room key. Alright, I should go inside. Wow. This place looks like it costs $5 a night. So, Hyoko was staying here. She only stayed here a few nights, so it doesn't really feel like her room, but I feel a little conflicted.
Oh my!
Huh? Did the door open? Yeah, Hyoko put the key in her kimono, so I used that to open it. I see. What? Did something happen? No, it is just... I am starting to believe it might be my fault. Her fault? What does she mean? Let's see. The bed isn't messed up. It doesn't look like she was abducted in her sleep. Oh, who's this little fella?
No.
Nice. Oh damn, I got a lot of mono coins. What the hell? I should spend those pretty soon. There's a mirror, but it's so small and rusty. There's no way anyone could use this. And then quickly, let's see how our Tamagotchi is. Okay, none of these buttons are doing anything, so we'll just ignore it. The moment Hyoko came to this motel, she completely shut herself in this room. She was afraid of the despair disease, so she was cautious of you guys too, right?
However,
her fear of the disease was not the only reason she locked herself in her room. She had another reason. Besides that disease, what other reason would make her lock herself in her room?
perhaps.
Her kimono. Her kimono? Yesterday, I went to go talk to her. Since she had been in her room for some time, I told her it might be a good idea for her to go outside for a bit. She kept the door to her room locked, but by coincidence, it was not locked at that time. And then, I saw it. Oh, her kimono came undone. Ooh, I feel like I'm gonna get arrested if I stare at this photo too long. Okay, let's move it along. Don't wanna people having weird thoughts. Hyoko was crying and struggling with her kimono sash. She did not want to smell bad, so she took a shower. Hey, we're improving! We're taking showers more consistently. It's a shame she bit the dust. She was actually trying to improve herself as well. But she could not tie her sash anymore. Mahiru is no longer with us, so I believe she was having trouble with it. She didn't leave her room because she couldn't tie her kimono, huh?
You are right.
The others might have thought it was just a silly sash, but it must have been a serious issue for her. Hyoko told me that she learned how to tie her sash from Mahiru. That Mahiru kindly taught her the basics. That's why she wanted to be able to tie her sash on her own.
Perhaps.
She probably could not forgive herself for not being able to do it. Especially since Mahiru taught her. I could not really understand her feelings, which is why I said what I did. What did you say?
Hyoko, by chance, are you having trouble wearing your kimono?
Stupid! What are you saying? Of course I can do it! Because Mahiru taught me. That's why I can do it on my own.
If that is the case, how about you do it someplace where there is a mirror?
Oh! Because Sania said that, she went to Titty Twister. to the storage room, where that's where she walked in on the person hiding who killed Ibuki, which led to her death. She died by a freak accident of chance. Dude, that's so unlucky.
Do you remember the full-length mirror in the storage room at the music venue? If you do it while standing in front of a large mirror, I am confident you will be successful.
Wait, that's actually so
also,
sad.
Shutting yourself in your room like this may be bad for your health.
And that was when she kicked me out.
It cannot be.
Could it be? Hyoko remembered that. Are you saying she went to the music venue to wear her kimono? I can see that happening. Hyoko locked her room and made sure she put the key inside her kimono. I can't imagine that she was abducted by someone. If so, that's weird. Hey, did you tell anyone about that before the incident? Or was someone listening in on your conversation by chance? I never told this to anyone, and I do not believe anyone was listening in our conversation. Nobody knew. If that's the case, how did the killer know Hyoko was going to the music venue? Something's wrong. Okay. I 100% believe that the killer was hiding in the storage room at the time of the murder. And when Hyoko went to the storage room to tie on her kimono sash, she ran into the killer hiding in the storage closet. And so he killed her because she witnessed the murder happen. So she died by pure fucking unluck. That's such a feels bad. She didn't even mean to die. She just died by happen chance. That's so sad. Wait, is it time for the trial?
Hello! How's everybody doing? It's me,
Wait,
Monokuma!
really?
Yay! Awesome!
Ah, fuck, I don't know if I'm ready for this.
Start, you know? So, make sure you guys
Okay.
come to Monokuma Rock ASAP! I'll see you
Okay.
soon!
I think I have all the pieces. I think I got all the pieces. It's already time. So it's this again. I need to go to that place. Again. But now's not the time to be a coward. The reason Ibuki and Hyoko became victims, in order to find the truth, the only thing I can do is go. Okay, this is just my speculation and my belief, but I believe that Gundam is the killer. I believe that it is Gundam 100%. If we just look at the people that are alive at the time and the alibis given to us, there is no way Fuyuhiko or Mikan could have been the killers, since I spent the most time with them in the hospital, and we would meet up at the hospital every morning. And Fuyuhiko supports this with his alibi, stating that they went searching around the island in the morning. Akane and Nagito can also be subsided of suspicion because they were still suffering from the despair disease. So we can immediately get rid of those two. Nekomaru has been pretty much MIA since the bazooka blast, so we don't really know what he's been up to. By some random act of God that the writers decide to make Nekomaru the killer, that could be an option, but I highly doubt it. And that leaves either Kazuichi, Sonya, Gundam, or Chiaki. The only reason I'm not saying Chiaki is because I really like Chiaki, and if she were to be the killer, that made me really depressed. So I'm gonna say no to Chiaki. And I think Gundam, out of everyone, had the weirdest suspicion. When we first went to the motel to report the body, he was the only person to deny it and to try to shift the conversation. So I think he had the weirdest reaction, and so that's why I think it is him. Which I hope is not the case, because I really liked Gundam as a character. And so for him to be the killer would mean that he would die. And that's a bummer because we're birthday buddies. And for my birthday buddy to be a murderer and to also die would be a real big feels bad. So I think he's the killer, but I don't want him to be the killer, but who knows? I guess we'll find out at this trial. Also, there's 5 islands. Fuck, that means there's 2 more trials. Oh no, I can't lose anybody else. Heard you about to lose another one. Okay. Gotta get ready. Gotta get our mind prepared for the big brain puzzles we're about to face. Everyone who heard the announcement had gathered in front of Monokuma Rock. And soon enough...
Welcome!
Welcome! Is everybody here? Do you guys want to go to the class trial?
Wait!
Hey, jerk! Hold it right there!
Monomi's such a dumb child.
What? Don't get in my way! You're just a dumb little sister who's short a few brain cells.
Hey!
My brain works just fine.
Hey!
Monokuma, what did you do with Nekomaru? Okay, so now we're addressing the Nekomaru concerns. Okay. I see. So you've come to avenge him.
That's...
Avenge? That sounds like he died. It sounds like, you say. Oops.
Anyway...
Since Nekomaru is unfortunately unavailable today, let's just say he's absent.
Bye-bye!
Now then, I gotta go first.
I won't let you.
Hold on. I won't let you escape.
Hey!
Ooh, Monomi's being a little more aggressive than usual. I appreciate that, because she's been kind of a punching bag the entire time, so to see her actually be the aggressor is a nice change of pace. Hey, did you hear what he said?
Huh?
Don't worry about it. There's no way Nekomaru is dead. He's just trying to piss us off.
Damn it!
Of course he's not dead. There's no way. Not in a million years.
Well,
More importantly, it's best if we worry about ourselves for now. If something happens here, every one of us except Nekomaru will die. Why are you so excited about that?
how about it?
Who knows? Maybe I'm just looking forward to seeing poetic justice prevail.
What do you yearn for?
What are you saying, fiend? You'll find out soon enough.
See?
Then, let's just go.
I'm gonna do it!
Alright! Let's hurry up and get this over with. Yeah, you're right. Dude, Nagito is such a fucking troll. This guy's always just like, I can't wait to fuck with everybody. It's gonna be so funny. Okay, let's get everybody's one last opinion before we start going down. Just as I thought, this particular incident. Oops. We can continue this later. Right, Hajime? What the fuck's wrong with him? He's even creepier than usual. True that. But maybe his creepiness is kind of charming in a way, you know? It's about time I showed my serious side.
Let's make history.
Jeez, how troublesome. But I suppose I can display my true power for the sake of our 2 fallen comrades.
This is bad.
Hey, what did Monokuma mean just now? Don't tell me Nekomaru's already. Don't get distracted by Monokuma, man. We need to focus on the class trial right now. I know, but... God damn it, Kazuichi's gonna be useless again. Hey! What are you whining about? Hurry up and get this over with already. Then we could greet Coach Nekomaru with open arms when he comes back. Well, Kane seems to be in high spirits. She's no longer crying.
Jeez.
I already figured this, but it's best if we don't rely on Monami all that much. She's just saying stupid things and it'll just make us even more confused. Maybe we should shut her up for good. Okay, let's slow down there a bit, Buster Brown. I don't know if we should off her. I'm not saying it's a bad idea. I'm just saying, like, I think it's best if we keep her till the end. And then, you know, like, after it's all over, maybe, like, get rid of her. But I think for now we should keep her. I feel like she's putting in a lot more effort than maybe we're not realizing.
Hey.
Let's go. There's no time to waste. I know it's sad, but we need to move forward. And then we need to end this once and for all. Hyoko, it must be my fault, after all.
Well?
Then I must learn the truth behind this murder most foul. Now then, let us proceed. And we ended off with the best girl of them all, and my self-proclaimed wife, Mikan. What do you have to tell me?
I haven't been helpful at all. I couldn't even figure out an estimated time of death. I'm sorry, I'm such a useless piece of trash.
That's not true, my beloved. If it wasn't for you, the 3 that were afflicted with the despair disease probably would have perished. Especially Nagito. Granted, I kind of want him to die, but you still kept him alive nonetheless. And also remember our bonding time in bed together. That was very important. I appreciated that very much, madam, if I do say so myself. You have nothing to be worried about. I will love you. Even if you were to be useless, I would still love you. And so the gates have opened. We stepped into the escalator and ascended toward the gaping maw of Monokuma Rock. And that's when I suddenly noticed. I noticed our lined up silhouettes kept getting smaller and smaller. But I can't turn back now. If I turn back, I won't be able to press forward. When everyone was inside Monokuma Rock, that's when the real fun began. Wow, we've really dropped in numbers. There's barely anyone left in the elevator anymore. The elevator began its deep descent as usual. But nobody said a word. As we stood there trying to figure out what to say to each other, the elevator descended deeper and deeper. And when it descended as far as it could go, it finally stopped. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 9, including 10 Nekomaru. After this trial, we're down to 9. Oof. The elevator door opened slowly. Almost tantalizingly so. Light poured through from the other side, eroding the boundaries of the darkness. And I walked into that place. My, it feels pretty toothless with all these empty seats.
Well, 2 people got killed at the same time, and Nekomaru's not here either.
Hey!
Is Nekomaru really not participating? If he's alive, you shouldn't fight him.
No!
Why bother?
That's...
What?
well now.
Now then, let's begin.
Yahoo!
It's the beginning of the long-awaited class trial. Please enjoy it to your heart's content. Ah, boy! Let's go! Another death trial! Woohoo! And so the curtain to the 3rd class trial was about to open. No, Ibuki! No! Ibuki Miyoda, the ultimate musician. She was really loud, but she was a mood maker of our group. When I was with her, all of my pain and suffering just seemed to melt away. Hiyoko Saionji, the ultimate traditional dancer. Just from looking at her adorable face, you would never know she was actually selfish and foul-mouthed. But she was trying to change herself, and she was desperately trying to come to terms with Mahiru's death. The person who killed those two is among us. Damn, only Taylor from the first panel still gone. That's kind of crazy. I definitely can't believe it. Whoo! Second panel is looking a little red there. But whether I believe it or not is irrelevant. Unless I figure out the truth, I won't be able to escape from this hell. Damn, that's actually really interesting. I don't know if there's like any meaning for that, but with the first panel of everyone being alive, that's kind of crazy. That everyone besides Teru has lived this far and is probably gonna keep living. That's actually crazy. Kind of like foreshadowed it in a way, everyone who would live. That's why I must find out, no matter the cost. For our sake, for our friend's sake, for Ibuki and Hiyoko's sake. And so, the curtain to the third class trial was about to open. This life-threatening trial, billowing with hope and despair, has begun. I sure would like to save. Okay. I know for certain that I will not be able to finish this class trial in one go. I just don't have the time. Unless I speedrun this and I'm just like an actual puzzle god, maybe I'm lucky and we'll get through the class trial in one go, but this may have to end up being a two-parter just because I had to start so late today. But let's try nonetheless. Oh, this is the first time we have skills this time. Ooh, this will be nice. We have cheat code, and we have silent massage. So our focus gauge recovers at a faster rate. And then the time limit doesn't decrease even if you shoot a statement with the silencer. Oh yeah, we did get 2 of the best. Okay. So let's just make sure that they're selected. They are selected. Open the e-handbook. There's nothing we need to look at. Difficulty. Fuck, do we want to put it on mean? Am I smart enough to put it on mean? I did drop it last time. But we're not bubble blowing babies. We'll put them both on mean. Actually, wait, what does action do? For those who are good at solving mysteries, logic to more choices during the arguments. We're gonna do it. We're probably gonna struggle really, really badly, but you know what?
Now then, let's begin with a simple
Maybe I surprise
explanation of
us.
the class
Maybe I
trial.
do well.
During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll
We
punish
all
everyone
kick the
besides the
bucket.
blackened. And that person will earn the right to leave this island.
I wonder if that's even true. Because it's not like we've ever seen this case actually play out. So, like, how do we even know he'll let them
Who
leave?
cares about this boring explanation? Let's get on with it already.
I don't mind starting the trial, but I don't really have a grasp of how the case played out.
I really do appreciate how the trial is fully voice acted. I do appreciate that.
You know, because I was asleep the whole time.
It does make it easier for me.
Even if you do grasp it, you're just gonna confuse the heck out of us, aren't you?
But Nagito's not alone. I don't really get it either.
You're fine. Your head's empty anyway.
Yo, I don't think you should be saying that during the trial, because you're about to be the next dead body.
Empty head? Huh. Well, What's wrong with that? Listen up. The emptier your head, the more dreams you can stuff inside it, you know?
Huh. I never thought about it like that. Hajime's like, wait, dead ass? She just said that?
Anyway, we shouldn't proceed with the trial.
Chiaki's like, yo, you guys are fucking stupid. Let's just get on with this.
Since he's the first witness, why don't we ask Hajime to explain the incident and the sequence of events?
You betcha.
Then, let's start with when we split into the hospital team and motel team because of the despair disease. The hospital team consisted of Nagito, Ibuki, and Akane, who were infected, and Mikan, Fuyuhiko, and me.
Uh-huh.
The other 5 on the motel team were myself, Gundam, Kazuichi, Chiaki, and Hyoko.
So it was a 6-5 split.
Spending the night at the hospital was prohibited, so Hajime and I had to sleep at our cottages.
I woke up at my cottage on the day the incident happened. Mikan came by to wake me up, and told me that Nagito had recovered from his symptoms.
Oh, you forgot to mention that we slept together, my dude! That's a crucial piece of information! What are you doing?
We immediately headed over to the hospital, and after we confirmed his recovery...
What are you doing? You're throwing my bread.
I made Mikan rest in the on-call room, since she hadn't slept all night, while I waited in the hospital lobby. And then, I saw the incoming signal light on the surveillance camera blinking before our scheduled time. When I pressed the button to turn on the monitor, what appeared on screen was...
something very disturbing, to say the
someone
least.
Wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head, climbing a stepladder.
Amazing! That's such a heart-pounding story! And then what did you do, Hajime?
Bro, shut your goofy ass up. I'm so tired. Wow, that's crazy. What did they do next? I don't know, man. Maybe they fucking hung themselves. Like I just described in the story, man. Like, what's amazing about that? Please tell me. I would love to know.
I tried to stop them, of course. I rushed out of the hospital and ran to where the video was being recorded, the music venue. But it was too late. By the time I arrived, the person wearing the hemp bag on their head was already hanging from the ceiling.
It's so sad.
I thought I should tell the others right away, so I headed to the motel.
Why the motel?
Because it was close to the music venue, and unlike the hospital, there were more able-bodied people there. At least, that's what I thought. But the only person who came with me was Chiaki.
Yeah, why the... Gundam, why did you not come with us? Like, what were you doing?
But I remember feeling a little relieved because not long after, we met up with Mikan and Fuyuhiko.
We were also looking for Ibuki since she disappeared from our sight.
After I rested for a bit, I started counting everyone at the hospital. And then I noticed Ibuki was gone. So I sprinted out of the hospital.
One thing I do have to say is this is kind of fucked up. But the good thing about Hiyoko dying is now she can no longer demean and insult Mikan. Cause like, that shit fucking grinded my gears, hearing her bemoan and belittle my fucking wife. So like, I'm sad that she died. I don't think she deserved to die. I don't think she should have died. I'm just kind of happy that Mikan no longer has to be bullied. But that's besides the point.
Coincidentally, I ran into Fuyuhiko, so I fled with him in various ways to see if he could help me out.
Various ways?
Kazuichi, shut your horny ass up.
Don't say it like that and confuse people.
Fuyuhiko's like, yo, don't talk about that.
After I heard from those two that Ibuki disappeared, I had a feeling she was the person wearing the hemp bag. So I immediately led them to the music venue.
But the door wouldn't open. Since we had no other option, the 4 of us broke down the door. And when that happened, we didn't just find Ibuki's body. We also found Hiyoko's.
And we still need to figure out, how did Hiyoko get tied up and killed within that time span? Because it was a very short time span, so someone had to be in the building already.
And not just that. Her body was taped to a pillar.
Or there was actually a second entrance that we just didn't know about.
That's when we heard the body discovery announcement. Not once, but twice in a row.
And so, we decided to lower the hanged body, didn't we?
When we removed the hemp bag, just as we feared, it was Ibuki.
So that's how the case played out. Thank you. I understood it very easily.
Oh, did you now? Did you also finish your bag of popcorn from enjoying the story so much, you dick?
Well, it's clear what the problem with this case is. When Hajime left the music venue, who...
Wait, how do I know anything Hajime just said is true?
Bro, shut the f up, dude. Don't start with this shit. Dude, there's no way we're doing it this early. I hate this guy so much.
Sorry, I'm only being impartial right now. And the story I just heard is clearly suspicious.
Clearly suspicious. That's literally what happened, my guy.
Hajime, if you're the only one who saw the hanging video, and the first one to discover Ibuki's body, then you could be lying as much as you want right now, right?
I just want to hit him. I just want to hit him so badly. Just like square in the nose.
Lie? Why would I lie?
Obviously. So you could make us ignore what might be an inconvenient truth for you.
Do you doubt me?
If you're not lying, I would like you to prove it.
The fuck do you want me to do?
Come on, try to prove it to me. Prove you're not the killer.
Just as Kazuichi said, Nagito's the kind of guy who will just confuse us and make matters worse. Damn it! Shouldn't have explained it to Nagito. I'm in trouble now thanks to that. Bro, I can't believe we're actually wasting the first half trying to appease this dumbass. Okay, so there were... Holy fuck, there's so many.
Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious.
If Hajime's testimony is a lie, then the fact that Ibuki hung herself...
Okay.
That would also be a lie.
Fuck, I gotta remember all the buttons.
I don't think I can deny that possibility. After all, Hajime's the only witness.
Okay.
Why would Hajime lie?
Well, obviously, because he's the killer.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
The
The
motel
fact that the
room.
bodies were imitating the movie means it probably is Hajime's fault.
Okay, so... I think the movie theater was probably the contradiction.
Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious.
If Hajime's testimony is a lie, then the fact that Ibuki hung herself...
That would also be a lie.
Okay, let's go till the
I don't
end.
think I can... After all, Hajime's the only witness.
Why would Hajime lie?
Well, obviously, because he's the killer.
Okay.
Did Hajime kill...
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie
Fuck.
means it probably is Hajime's fault.
Okay, it's right button. Okay, it's right button. It's been so long since I've done this.
Hajime's
Okay.
testimony is...
Let's go through.
And the fact that Ibuki...
That would also be a lie.
I don't think I can deny that possibility. After all, Hajime's the only witness.
It's either this or the movie.
Why would Hajime lie?
Well, obviously, because he's the killer.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie.
Okay.
No, that's wrong.
Okay. Yep. Let's go! We're 1 for 1 right now, baby. We're 1 for 1. That's
I'm not
huge.
the killer. I mean, there's no way I'd be able to imitate that movie.
Oh! Duh, yeah, we didn't see the movie. We saw the movie after the murder, so we wouldn't have known how to imitate it. Of course! Granted, I just realized that after I contradicted it, but... Of course, I knew that.
Of course you're not. I already knew that.
Why are you making me do that, then? What is wrong with you?
Huh?
Before the incident, Hajime had never watched that movie. His invitation ticket is proof of that.
I hate this guy. I hate this guy so much. He's so annoying. Like, what are you doing?
Each person only received one ticket, and they're marked with a stamp that shows the date and time. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
Yes, no mistakes there.
Which means there's no way Hajime, who never saw the movie, could commit murders that imitated it. Or did anyone tell him what happens in the movie? Of course no one did, right?
Bro, it's like this man has everything already figured out, and he's just fucking with us. He's like, I already know who the killer is, but why would I do that? Isn't that as fun? I'd rather you all figure it out for yourselves. It's like, bro, like, why are you so difficult to work with?
Hold on a sec! You're the one who brought this up in the first place!
Nagito, what are you doing?
Well, since we're opening with your witness testimony, I thought we should solidify the foundation. It also provides a good warm-up.
Okay, to be fair, that was a good warm-up. I now know what the controls are again, so you're not wrong there.
What warm-up? This isn't a game, you know.
Give or take.
Don't get mad. I just think warming up is really important. Especially since this isn't a game.
True, this totally is not a game.
What a waste of time. Well, I knew it would turn out like this anyway.
I love how Chiaki's just so matter-of-fact. She's like, I fucking knew you guys were gonna do this, like, so obvious.
Now then, since we know Hajime's testimony is reliable, let us move on to the arguments.
So this means Ibuki definitely climbed the stepladder all by herself, right?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Then that seals it! Ibuki committed suicide!
Wrong, madam. That is incorrect.
If Ibuki committed suicide, then who killed Hiyoko?
A murder coincidentally occurring in the same place as a suicide. Ain't possible, huh?
Boop. Yeah, no, you're right about that. There's no way, it was a suicide.
Like I said before, it's pretty clear what the problem with this case is. The killer murdered Hiyoko while Hajime was gone. So all we gotta do is establish who could have possibly done that.
Then let's ask Hajime. How long would you say you were away from the music venue?
I couldn't have been gone for more than 10 minutes.
So they killed Hiyoko and taped her up within 10 minutes? There's no way that's possible.
Unless they're, like, super skilled or
That's
something.
why the killer stalled for time by making the music venue a closed room.
What do you mean, a closed room?
The killer blocked the venue door from the inside to try and keep us from entering right away.
However, that door is the only entrance to the music venue, right? If they blocked the door from the inside, the killer would not have been able to leave either.
That is true, but I think we came to the conclusion that even if they were locked inside themselves, they instead mingled in with the crowd when the bodies were revealed. They just joined in with the crowd.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Which means, when we broke down the venue door, the killer was still inside.
They were?
If that's the case, the only suspicious people are those who don't have an alibi for that time.
Which are Gundam, Kazuichi, Chiaki, and Kazuichi.
And that's you two! Sonia and Kazuichi!
Me too?
What the hell? Why's it gotta be us?
The others all have alibis.
It's either that or Gundam. It's either those two or Gundam.
Chiaki, Mikan, Hajime, and I all broke down the venue door together. Gundam met up with Hajime at the motel right before that.
Actually, wait a minute. Why did I say Chiaki in the beginning? Chiaki was with us the entire time. Wait, what the hell? Wait, why did I say that? Wait.
And if Akane and
What?
Nagito were laid up in the hospital, the only person that leaves is one of you.
There's another person who doesn't have an alibi. You know, Nekomaru.
This is true, but I've pretty much dismissed it.
Me too!
Hey, why are you talking like, huh? You're kidding, right? You're not up to something weird, are you?
Please stop making bad jokes.
Anyway, if the killer was hiding inside the venue, We should obviously doubt the people who don't have alibis.
What a wicked way of backing us into a wall! Is this his professional skill?
The killer was inside the music venue. Fuyuhiko obviously thinks so. The only problem I have with that is only one person can be the killer. Only one person can kill 2 bodies, and it was confirmed that only one person killed Hiyoko and Ibuki. So it can't be both of them. It could be one or the other. But I know that Sonya and Kazuichi were together most of the time. So, is that really it? Okay, let's see what evidence we have that can support that. Hotel room, scrap, stepladder.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have had a lock.
Semi-transparent
The lock
glob.
was on the floor in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
Yeah.
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing that, the killer who was hiding inside waited till we gathered together and suddenly appeared.
So they looked like they had just rushed over.
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
The killer was still inside the music venue.
I feel like semi-transparent blob is
Locking
probably
door
the
from
answer.
inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
Okay, that's
How did
true.
they lock the door? That door should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
No.
Crap!
Okay.
The killer was still inside the music.
So let's
By
go
locking the door,
through
they tried to
inside.
keep us-
It seems they were
Stall for
How did they lock
time.
the door? That door should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor in front.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing that, the killer who was hiding inside waited till we gathered together and suddenly appeared.
So they looked like they had just
So the
rushed
last
over.
thing is the
I have
drumstick
seen
inside.
this in serial crime dramas.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they
Okay, wait. It's not this. It's not this. It may be surveillance camera unit.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door.
Motel room.
By doing that,
This
the
has
killer
nothing
who
to
was
do with
hiding
it.
inside waited till we gathered
Scrap of
together
thick paper has nothing to do with it.
and suddenly appeared.
So they
Stepladder
looked
has
like
nothing
they
to do
just
with it.
rushed over.
I have seen this in serial crime
It has to
dramas.
be. It has to be. It has to be the glob.
The killer was still inside the music venue.
Because
By
there's
locking
that. There's that.
They tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
No.
Damn it!
Oh no,
The
this
killer
one's
was
giving
still
me
inside
trouble.
The music venue. By By locking the door from the inside. They tried to keep us
Oh,
from
I
getting
forgot
in.
this was a button.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door?
Okay, wait a minute.
That door should not have had a lock.
Wait a minute.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
Wait, how does that work?
Crap!
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking...
Damn, what's the fucking...
They tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door?
Oh.
That door should not have had a lock.
Oh, okay, that's how it's
The
used.
lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing that, the killer waited till we get... And suddenly it...
So they look like
I have seen this in serial
Okay,
crime dramas.
I think that's the broken drumstick is the...
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside. They tried to keep us from getting in.
Fuck, I'm actually struggling so much with this
It
now.
seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door? That door
Okay,
should
we're
not...
gonna
Lock was on the
try...
Talking about the broken...
You can use that as a... By doing that, the killer waited till we get... And suddenly it...
So they look like
We're gonna try surveillance monitor video with the first one.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside.
And that's a no.
Damn it!
The killer was still inside the music venue.
That has nothing to do with
By
this.
locking the door from the inside. They tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door?
There's only two options here.
That door should not have...
The lock was on the floor.
Are you talking about the broken...
You can use that as a... By
There's
doing
really
that,
only two
waited till we
options,
get-
so...
And suddenly it...
So they look like
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
The killer was still inside the music venue.
We're gonna try...
By locking the door from the inside.
Dude. Okay,
No, that's wrong.
I was like... Okay. So the blue ones, okay.
Hold on a sec. There's also a possibility that the door was locked from the outside.
Okay, that makes sense. So the blue ones, you can't... Those are the ones where you steal the answer and then you use it to hit something else. Okay. So there are two options there. Okay. And I knew the semi-transparent glob was the choice. Okay, I feel a lot better. Okay, now I understand a little better now.
From the outside?
How? There was a semi-transparent glob stuck to the venue door. Maybe that's what they used.
Semi-transparent glob. Like rubber, maybe?
Okay, I was getting scared there for a second. I was like, oh no, am I gonna fail on the second puzzle already? Wasn't rubber at all. It was, wasn't gum. It wasn't gummy. It was glue.
I see.
Cause Chiaki fucking ate glue,
Must have been
like,
glue.
yo, what the hell? She fucking chewed the shit out of it too.
Glue?
Yeah, I think so too. It had a firm, gel-like chewiness, and I could smell workshop chemicals the moment I put it in my mouth.
Thank you for your sacrifice.
Based on all that, I'm certain it was glue.
I didn't know glue was edible.
Connie's like, wait, I could have been eating glue? Nah! I've been doing it wrong the whole
I
time.
believe it is not something one typically eats.
Well, to be fair, Chiaki did spit it out, so she did not fully eat it.
That glue was only applied to the areas where both doors touched.
Holy fuck, my throat.
By pouring it in the gaps of the closed door, they must have sealed the venue door from the outside.
And thanks to that, a glob of glue was left where the door was stuck. Yep, it fits perfectly. But If you just stick them together with glue, you'd be able to break down the door easily, you know?
Which is why the drumstick was there.
That doesn't really matter. The killer only did that to make us think the door was locked from the inside.
What'd you say?
First of all, didn't that drumstick we found seem really obvious? Almost unnaturally so? It was so obvious that it makes more sense to think the killer placed it as a diversion.
Oh, so we wouldn't have noticed the glob.
Are you saying the drumstick was a trap the killer set on purpose? Then I totally fell for that fucking trap.
Hey, Fuyuhiko, it's not your fault. It's not your fault, dog. You were trying.
Apologize to Miss Sonia. And me. However, you're not allowed to slice open your stomach this time.
Well, at least Kazuichi's not telling him to kill himself. That's a lot better.
In a quarrel, both sides are to blame. That's why it's better to just have no sides at all.
So, during the 10 minutes Hajime left the venue, the killer murdered Hiyoko and created a closed space?
And they also taped her up after killing her, right?
Even quick work has limits.
Oh, what unimaginable speed for a slowpoke like me.
Okay, it's 100% Gundam. 100%. That man is probably the only person quick enough to do it.
If they couldn't have done it while Hajime was away from the venue, they must have done it earlier than that.
Wait, earlier?
But when Hajime got to the venue, only Ibuki's body was there, right?
And when you went back with everyone else, Hiyoko's body was there too, right? But it's possible that the body was just revealed at that time, when Hiyoko was actually killed earlier.
Oh, yeah, true. She could have already been dead in the storage room.
Just revealed?
Of course, the body wasn't revealed on its own. The killer did that too. Here, I have proof.
That scrap of paper. Is that what we found in the baton lighting at the music venue?
Yes, it is.
That's right, but just what is this scrap anyway?
I know what it is. I know what it is. I know what it is. Ooh, hangman's. It is a... What was the rip? Oh no, I can't. Let's try L. Oh, wait. No, this is not P. I doubt it's A. Okay, W. It's probably wallpaper. I'm guessing that's the word. W-A-L-L-P-A. Yep, it's wallpaper. Okay. I know what it is. I know what it is. No more silly mistakes from me. Oh my god, they're really making me work for this. Everything's moving so fast. No, I got rid of the... Oh, no. I was in destruction mode. God damn, I was on a roll there. I was moving like a madman. Hey, that one was easy.
Scrap. Isn't it part of the wallpaper in the storage room? In the music venue storage room, there should have been black wallpaper that's the same color as that scrap.
Yep.
There was also a tear along the edge of the wallpaper, wasn't there? If so,
You're right. If if you overlay the scrap that was caught on the lighting with the tear in the wallpaper, see? It fits perfectly.
I see. So the scrap that was caught on the baton lighting was originally part of the wallpaper.
And what's wrong with that? Does it have something to do with Hiyoko's body disappearing?
A mere nobody like me isn't important enough to answer that.
Bro, just answer the damn question.
But if you guys were exceptional enough to identify that scrap of paper, you can figure this out easily.
The scrap of paper got stuck to the baton lighting was part of the wallpaper found in the storage room. Is it connected to the sun? If I trace it back from there, the answer should become clear. Logic dive. Oh no. Okay. Okay, why? Okay, let's speed up. Oh my god, I'm already down the half hearts. It's not looking good. So we gotta answer 3 questions. Question 1. Why did Hiyoko's body suddenly appear at the crime scene? It was hidden. Yep. She already had to have been there. Okay, next question, baby. Next question. I'm ready for it. What did the killer use to hide her body? A curtain. No! It was the wallpaper. Damn. Oh, wait, because our curtain was hanged up. It had to be the wallpaper. That's why they tore it. Oh. That's my bad. Man. I haven't played Run in years. Oh my god. I'm gonna die to the fucking parkour on this map. What the hell? I'm gonna die from the actual mechanic of the game, not from the answers. How did the killer hide her body from the wallpaper? They formed a wall, they covered the pillar. Yeah. Okay, nice. I got 2 of them right. That's not bad.
I got it. Hyoko's body was hidden before we found it.
But it would have taken quite a long time to tape up a hidden body.
No, the body was already taped up and the killer hid it, along with the pillar using the wallpaper.
What? They hid the pillar?
Yeah, by wrapping the wallpaper around the pillar, the killer was able to create a slightly larger pillar. So when I first discovered Ibuki's body, Hyoko's body was already there.
Wait, now that you mention it... Oh yeah, Yo, I totally didn't notice that. What the heck?
However, because it was concealed within a slightly larger pillar, I didn't realize that at the time.
Well, that's understandable. I mean, it makes sense that you'd notice Ibuki's body right away.
So they used the baton lighting on the ceiling to hang the wallpaper?
The baton lighting forms a perfect circle around the pillar. So using it to hang the wallpaper totally fits.
Then, the reason the wallpaper was covered in so many stickers was to make it look like that pillar.
That's how they hid Hyoko's body, and then peeled off the wallpaper as soon as I left the music venue.
But the killer made a mistake. They accidentally ripped off a piece of the wallpaper. And because of that, a scrap was left on the baton lighting.
The killer must have been in a hurry. Their plan took too long. Hajime could have walked in on them.
Bro, the killer right now is absolutely sweating buckets. My man's like, oh, fuck. Hey, yo, it's about to be game over.
But going to trouble of hiding the body and the pillar is very bold and risky.
But the crime itself would be much easier to pull off since they don't have much to do while Hajime's gone. They just have to peel off that wallpaper and stash it in the storage room. It's not that big of a deal.
Then, when was Hiyoko actually killed?
Good point. And on that note, it's about time we shed some light on those imitation murders.
You mentioned imitation murder more than once. But what is that?
Are you kidding me? You haven't seen my masterpiece? The Wizard of Monami 2.5D?
Bro, that shit flopped worse than Cleopatra on Netflix. That shit was dog.
Hey, don't put my likeness in your movies without my permission.
You're pretty noisy for someone who eats mothballs.
I don't eat mothballs. I just enjoy looking at them.
What are you guys talking about?
I knew it. There are so many similarities. It must have been intentional.
Ibuki's death by hanging matches the Scarecrow's death from the movie. Not just that, but Hiyoko getting taped up after her death matches the lion's death.
It's as if both crimes were replicas of scenes from the movie, although the mutilated Tin Man was omitted.
But why did the killer go to all this trouble in the first place?
Based on what we know, the reason the killer chose these imitations isn't that difficult to figure out.
The reason the killer imitated the two victims in the movie. Oh, the mix of the killing order?
I see!
Hiyoko died first, and then
The reason the killer
Ibuki.
imitated two of the murders from the movie was so he'd mix up the killing order.
Then, Hiyoko was actually killed before Ibuki?
Oh, that actually make a lot of
A
sense.
valid line of reasoning.
Yeah, it's valid. The condition of Ibuki's body suggests that as well.
What do you mean?
Gundam's like, fuck, I agreed, but they're agreeing even more now. What does this mean?
If you're going to cry and beg like that, then I guess I'll hear about the condition of Ibuki's body.
I'm not even crying.
Chaki's like, you better shut your fucking mouth before I shut it for you. Okay?
I'll let you sob as much as you want later. Just hurry up and tell me before I change my mind.
Okay, Gundam's getting suspiciously defensive right now.
What a jerk!
Oh, I see. You want me to explain it to you, right? Because you don't understand what I'm saying, right?
An even bigger jerk? Impossible!
Impossible!
Look, Ibuki died because she hanged herself, right? That means when she was still alive, her feet were touching the floor.
What's wrong with that?
But it seems Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was killed.
That's why there was blood on her feet. She walked through Hiyoko's blood. Oh.
That would mean Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki.
How light. Your words are so light as the sylph's feather. Your opponent is out of your league. It is too absurd to try to perplex me so inadequately.
Man, he's being annoying again.
First and foremost, you claim Ibuki's feet were touching the floor when Hiyoko was killed. How can a low-class creature with no psychic abilities like you know something like that?
Damn, dude.
Because she was doing something that's only possible if her feet were on the floor.
I like how Chiaki's at this point, it's just like, wow, okay, you're really starting to piss me off.
It seems you suffer from a pathetic delusion.
You're one to talk.
Anyway, bro, if this continues, we're just gonna talk in circles. I think it's best if we clarify Ibuki's statement when Hiyoko was killed. Okay. Blood on the souls. Okay, it has to be blood on the souls. 100% blood on the souls.
When Hiyoko died, Ibuki's feet were on the floor.
This is true.
I am telling you to present your evidence.
Did you see her walking?
If her feet were on the floor, was there any sign she stepped on something?
Yes.
Were there even any footprints at the crime scene?
Okay, maybe the
Maybe
blood
her
on the
feet were on the
soles is to
floor.
help exemplify that.
That she was like sitting or something. So instead, there'd be a mark on her ass.
Weak, 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 I say! It doesn't even pierce my heart!
When Hiyoko died...
Oh, maybe the
Ibuki's feet-
contradiction
you,
is
did you
the
see her-
blood on the ass.
Was there any sign she stepped on something?
Were there even any footprints at the
Okay, let's try that.
Maybe her feet were on the floor. That she was like sitting or something. So instead, there'd be a mark on her ass.
No.
Crap!
When
Okay.
Hiyoko
I still
died,
don't know if we can interact with
Ibuki's
Blue.
Telling you to present your evidence.
Did you see her walk?
If her feet were on the floor, was there any sign she stepped on something?
Okay, yeah,
I
okay.
agree with that.
Okay. So you can agree. Blue is for agreeing, orange is for disagreeing.
Just as Sonia said,
Okay.
Ibuki stepped on something.
Okay, so now that I know that, choosing the ass one was obviously the wrong answer.
That something was blood. There were faint blood stains on the soles of her slippers.
Okay, I'm doing somewhat well. I'm not doing too great. I'm about at a quarter life, but still.
That is not Ibuki's blood, right? She suffered no external injuries.
Is correct. This is from Hiyoko's throat. She really fucked up.
Then it's Hiyoko's blood.
Hyoko's only wound was a fatal slice on her neck. And she died almost instantly, right?
If Ibuki stepped on her blood...
It means Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was mortally wounded. Which means Ibuki was still alive at the exact moment Hiyoko was killed.
Don't underestimate the power of the evil eye!
Oh man, my guy's really fighting me.
Is that it? A shepherd dressed in his Sunday's finest still reeks of lamb, Hajime Hinata.
Does that mean you have a rebuttal?
Does that mean you have a rebuttal? That's a good line.
Wait, I think this is the first time we've ever heard him talk normally. Does that mean you have a rebuttal? Damn! That was good! That was a good line.
But are you sure you're sure? If I show you how serious I am, this world might be destroyed, you know. You're so frightened you can't even make a sound. It seems you've realized our difference in status. However, the time for conviction starts now. You better entertain me to the fullest.
Rebuttal Showdown. Holy hell. Oh, smudge
You're
on the
saying
floor.
the blood on Ibuki's feet belonged to Hiyoko? Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood. You can't step on blood that was never there.
Damn it!
You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet. Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor.
That's not
Allow
true.
me to
There
cut
was a
through those
smudge, baby.
That's not it. The reason there was no blood on the floor is because the killer wiped it away afterward.
Don't say such foolish things. You don't have proof of that at all.
Yes, I do. If you look closely, there's a streak on the floor where blood was wiped away.
When the killer tried to hide Hyoko's body, they probably cleaned the blood at the same time, but Ibuki must have already stepped in it, and the killer probably didn't even realize it.
The reason they wiped off the blood on the floor was so we'd mix up the order of the murders, right? Even if they're able to hide Hyoko's body, it'd be bad if her blood was left out in the open.
Plus, Ibuki's body was left out in the open, and it wasn't bleeding from any open wounds at all.
Hyoko's body was probably wrapped in duct tape to stop her bleeding.
Actually, the bleeding will stop once the heart stops beating. So I don't think they had to go that far.
Aside from Mikon, none of us were aware of that fact, so the killer probably did not know it either.
Maybe The heater was running inside the music venue so it would screw with Mikan's autopsy?
This is true.
That's right! I didn't know the time of death because of the heater!
The time of death wasn't mentioned in the Monokuma file just to keep concrete evidence from us.
Yep. Since we have all this evidence, there's no one else who wants to object, right? Then it's decided. Hyoko was killed before Ibuki.
Gundam's fucking sweating in his seat right now.
It appears that it is wiser to retreat for now. Fine then, but regardless of good or evil, there's no deceit in upholding one's convictions.
Can't you just shut up and back off?
Now then, let us resume our debate.
Wait a sec. There's something I want to run by Monokuma first.
Huh? Again? Didn't something like this happen last time, too?
Yep, and it was a pain in my ass.
Hey, if the victim actually committed suicide, what are we supposed to do?
Huh? Suicide?
The same as always. You have to vote for who the killer is. Think about it. A suicide means you've killed the most important existence of all, yourself. Unfortunately, that means there's no Blackened to punish, but I guess in a pinch, I can always punish Monami.
Why me?
Nagito? What do you mean? If the victim actually committed suicide?
Wait a minute. Ibuki's despair disease was the one of obedience, where she was super gullible and she believed everything. What if the killer convinced Ibuki to murder Hyoko and then had Hyoko commit suicide so that the Blackened murderer was already dead, so therefore the person couldn't be convicted?
Well, I mean, I understand Hyoko's death, but I'm wondering if Ibuki was really murdered. For example, it's possible Ibuki killed Hyoko, and then committed suicide due to a guilty conscience, right?
Yeah, along those lines, but a little different.
That's totally impossible! Then she never would have killed her to begin with!
She was afflicted by the despair disease, remember? That means anything can happen.
But if Ibuki's the killer, she wouldn't have been able to falsify the sequence of the murders, right?
Not unless someone was controlling her and telling her what to do.
After Hajime saw the hanged body, the sudden appearance of Hyoko's body soon after means the killer had to be alive at that time.
Then she was alive! When Hajime first discovered Ibuki, she was just pretending to be dead. If she waited until Hajime left, that's when she could have made her move and mess with the crime scene.
What? Ibuki faked her death? But she was like hanging from the rope.
She hanged herself, remember? There's no fucking way she could have faked that.
And if she was going to fake her death, I think she wouldn't have chosen hanging. Her body would have been defenseless in that state. If anyone touched her, that alone would have ruined her plan.
I see. So that means there's no doubt that someone killed those two. I'm glad. Now I'm free to search for the killer.
Man's like, hooray! Someone did murder them! That's so cool! I could have fun again.
What the heck?
There's still one more issue on my mind. If Ibuki didn't commit suicide, then just what was that video Hajime saw?
Huh?
According to that video you saw, Ibuki was by herself when she climbed the stepladder, right? Then does that mean someone forced her to do it?
Forced? Perhaps they used hypnotism or something?
I don't know anything about that.
Don't say it all proud.
Putting that aside, it seems obvious that the killer did something. So, maybe we should figure out who was able to do whatever that was.
So, an alibi. Then our plan is to destroy the weakest alibi.
Hey, yo, that's kinda badass.
Since Hajime has seen the video, it is clear what time the crime took place.
But just to be sure, That surveillance camera doesn't have a record function, right?
It's a cheap-ass surveillance camera, you know? There's no way it'd have some kind of sweet recording feature.
Then the video Hajime saw was actually live?
What time did Hajime see that video?
I saw it at the hospital, right before Monokuma's morning announcement. And I saw the body at the music venue a little after Monokuma's announcement.
So Ibuki hanged herself right before Monokuma's announcement. And since we established that Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki, that means the time that the murders occurred was before and during the announcement.
Yo, wait, that's so fucked. Imagine dying right when the good morning announcement comes on.
Then we just have to find the person who doesn't have an alibi during that time?
Now then, I shall issue my decree. Let Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi commence.
Damn, that's a great name, Sonya. Okay, I think this will be the last one we'll do. Then we'll have to call it stops. Okay, so who has the weakest?
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
It's not Fuyuko, it's not Sonya.
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own
Okay,
cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed.
Because Mikan has a solid alibi.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right
Fuyuko,
before the morning
Sonya.
announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who
Okay,
stayed
this
at
is
the motel
just a
doesn't
guess.
have an alibi.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then
Okay, now.
Crap! We can exclude the sick people.
What were all the what were all the accounts? Sonya's was because... Ooh, actually, maybe it's for Yuhiko's account. Until recently was not actually racing with the So Mikan or... So it could be either Mikan's or Fuyuhiko's.
And what about the others?
Let's try one of those.
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping.
I think everyone at the motel...
So everyone who stayed at the...
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be.
It
my
has
own
to be the
cottage.
second one.
Not an alibi.
aside from those afflicted by the disease,
The second one has to be the one
if
that...
nobody has an alibi, then
Wait, no!
Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed.
I fat-fingered.
We can exclude the sick.
Okay.
And what about the...
Right before the I was totally
Going
sleeping.
through,
So everyone is... What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed...
That's not...
Aside from those afflicted by... If nobody has an alibi...
Okay, yeah.
No, that's wrong.
Okay. I knew one of the alibis had to be it, but I didn't know if Fuyuhiko or
Not all of us
Mikan's
are
was the
missing
right
an alibi.
choice.
In fact, Mikan and I both have alibis.
You two have alibis?
Yes, sir. We were sleeping in the same bed together. Sure.
Up until I saw that hanging video, Mikan and I were actually together for a while.
We even woke up together that morning.
Yes, sir. She said it, baby. She said it.
Hey, what kind of situation is that?
I like how in this situation, Kazuichi's like, hey, my man, let's go. Let's go, my man.
I accidentally fell asleep on top of Hajime.
God damn, she's just spilling all the tea, girl. What you doing? Jackie's like, yo, what the fuck? And you didn't tell me?
Too much info.
Jackie's like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's not like that. She just came to tell me Nagato's condition had improved.
Yeah, okay, bud. Okay, bud.
And we went to the hospital together afterward. So we were together until right before the announcement.
I get it. You guys have alibis.
Yeah, I get it. You two were fucking. You have alibis. Good for you.
If that's the case, the killer must be someone else.
It's better if we think about it like that.
So just process of elimination.
The killer decided to falsify the murder sequence to hide the actual time of the crime anyway.
So it's inevitable that an alibi for both before and during the morning announcement would be very important.
It feels like Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has backed us into a corner.
But committing an imitation murder, is that really all it was? Faking the time the crime occurred by falsifying the murder sequence, hiding their alibi in the process? Was that the only reason the killer made both bodies imitate the movie?
Are you saying there was another reason?
I feel really bad for confusing you guys so much, but that's how I feel.
Damn, man just lying through his teeth right now.
I think the killer had a completely different reason for falsifying the murder sequence.
Killer had different reasons. If that's the case, are we still in the killer's trap? Is that a trap set by one of us? If so, then whose? And what kind of trap is it? Wait, suspended?
Hiya!
Wait, what the hell? Why, hello there, Motomi. The moss balls sure look tasty today.
Stop it!
Don't characterize me as someone who lives off of moss balls. And here's some chance time. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's that? Now then, Motomi's appeal time starts now. Huh? Appeal time? Your kind-hearted big brother is gonna give you the chance to reclaim your honor. Good luck! Show those jerks who treat you like a red-headed stepchild who's boss. That's 99% your fault. While you were whining, your time's already running out. So please, make your appeal simple. About 30,000 words or so. That's too long. It's just be a boring appeal. Come on, if your appeal is successful, there might be merchandise opportunities heading your way. Then... I'm Usami. Magical miracle girl Usami. I'm an itty-bitty girl who's sweet like milk. Jeez. And I thought certain robots' little sisters were supposed to be the best.
What a disappointment!
Who are you talking about? I have no clue whatsoever. Damn, that's actually so lucky. It's suspended right before I had to leave.
I'm Monomi.
Monomi, shut the hell up. That music's a banger, though. Damn, okay. that was actually a perfect time for us to end it there. But that's it for tonight. I gotta head off to work, but I'll be back tomorrow, and this time I should be able to stream earlier in the day and hopefully do 2 streams tomorrow. But that's it for me. Next time we'll be back and we'll be finishing this trial for good, and we'll find out who the dastardly murderer is. So that's it for us. Thank you very much. If you enjoyed, please make sure to follow. It does help. And to anyone who watches the VODs on either YouTube or Twitch, thank you very much. If you want to show your support in any way possible, I would appreciate it. But besides that, that is it for me. Thank you very much and have a good rest of your night. Later.